No American should ever live under a cloud of suspicion just because of what they look like.
Stop. Accept the course if you're a police officer. If you're white and you're Darren Wilson, you live under a cloud of suspicion because you're white and you're a police officer and you shot a black man. Go ahead.
Going forward, we must ensure that Arizona law enforcement officials do not enforce this law in a manner that undermines the civil rights of Americans.
Stop. We're not even talking about the civil rights of Americans. We're talking about illegal aliens. But no matter. Where are the scores of lawsuits, civil rights lawsuits against Arizona law enforcement on this score? They don't exist. Once again, Obama trashing law enforcement. Once again, Holder raising suspicions about law enforcement, whether it's immigration, whether it's crowd control, whether it's self-defense. There's a pattern here. Get it? Go ahead.
I can assure you that the Justice Department will continue to be vigilant.
The Justice Department sucks. It's not the Justice Department. It's the Injustice Department. It picks favorites. It's become a propaganda mill for a demagogue like this Attorney General. And the sooner he gets the hell out of there, the better. So he can get back to his law firm and represent, real people of need, real people of color. The Islamo-Nazi terrorists at Guantanamo Bay. Cut 4, go.
You've talked about the fact that you and the president are sometimes treated differently. Those were your words. What did you mean by that?
Well, there's a certain level of vehemence, it seems to me, that's directed at me, directed at the president. People talk about taking their country back.
Whoa. Taking their country back. The left says this all the time. Labor unions say this all the time. So now if you say take your country back, then you're a racist because Obama's the president and he's the attorney general. You see how sick this is? This is a psychological defect, may I say. This is a sick man. He's off his rocker. He's obsessed. He's finding issues that don't even exist. I think they call that paranoia. Go ahead.
I can't look into people's hearts, look into people's minds, but it seems to me that this president has been treated differently than others.
Now, Al Sharpton, when you gave that speech, said that he thought it was about race. Those were his words. Are they yours?
Well, there's a certain racial component to this for some people. I don't think this is a main driver, but for some, there's a racial animus.
He's a real weasel, isn't he? The way he splits hairs. An absolute weasel. Just going through these oldies but goodies, my contempt for this man grows. Not because of his race, but because of his racism. You know who would be a great attorney general in my view? And he's not even a lawyer. Allen West. Now let's see all the white liberals react to that. Let's see all the black liberals react to that. Let's see their racism bleeding out of their eyeballs and their ears. Cut 6, Eric Holder, go.
The struggle goes on, and it's not only Ferguson.
Stop. The struggle goes on. What struggle goes on? Ladies and gentlemen, who runs the damn federal government? Who's in charge of the damn federal government? Who's the president? Who's the attorney general? Who appoints all the cabinet? Whose policies are being flooded into the marketplace by the EPA and so on? The struggle goes on. Is this guy a joke? The struggle goes on. Was he Castro? Go ahead.
The struggle goes on, and it's not only Ferguson. There are other communities around our country where we are dealing with relationships that are...
Yes, like Washington, D.C., and you. Go.
Be they official communities that they are supposed to serve, or whether it's on a more personal level, there is an enduring legacy that Emmett Till has left with us that we have to still confront as a nation.
We have to confront as a nation the legacy of